I pay for everything I'm proposing. I do not add a penny to the national debt.
Not a penny. Wow. She's going to spend more than $1 trillion new dollars and not add to our debt. How will she do that?
We are going where the money is. We are going to ask the wealthy and corporations to pay their fair share.
You're not paying your fair share, Betsy.
You know, when she says she's going to make corporations pay their fair share, it's such demagoguery because corporations in the U.S. pay the highest business taxes
35%.
In the world. Right. Even after all the loopholes and deductions, 29%. And they're leaving this country and taking the jobs with them, largely because of the tax burden.
But, Matt, for all candidates, this fantasy that you could just get it from the rich, and the rich are absurdly rich. It seems like you could take it from them. You could pay for everything.
It's important to underscore just how stupid this lie that she repeated several times is. Because if you do not propose a balanced budget, you're adding a penny or more than a penny to the debt. Unless I just lack a certain kind of economic imagination, you are adding a penny to the debt. She's not proposing a balanced budget at all.
Well, she says she'll raise taxes to pay for it.
But the budget that she has proposed, that economists are going through, it's not balanced. Of course it's not. And so she is going to raise, when she ran against Barack Obama in 2008, she said, I don't want to raise taxes in order to fix Social Security because that's a bad thing for the economy. She has abandoned that. We have two parties right now that have abandoned all pretenses at realism about our $20 trillion national debt and about our entitlements. That is
doesn't get you elected. During an earlier debate, Donald Trump at least sounded like he was concerned about our debt when he criticized Hillary's spending plans.
You can't do what you're looking to do with $20 trillion in debt. The Obama administration, from the time they've come in, is over 230 years worth of debt, and he's topped it. He's doubled it in a course of almost 8 years.
Trump is right about that. This is really going to be horrible. But Trump's no better. He says he now wants to spend more on infrastructure, more on the military, and he won't touch entitlements.
There's a big...
I'm cutting taxes. We're going to grow the economy. It's going to grow at a record rate.
But that's not going to help on entitlements.
It's going to totally help you.
It's going to grow the economy.
It's impossible to grow your way out of... You have to cut spending. You just have to cut spending. You have to cut either healthcare spending or Social Security or the military.
Our way to happiness.
We don't have it. We're going to be spending, the next president will spend more money every year on debt service than they will on the military.
And
that
he even upped it. He at first was at 4% GDP growth, which everyone said he couldn't do. And then at the debate this week, he said that he was going up to 6. Now, I would say she is adding to the debt. It's $200 billion. He's adding $5.3 trillion to the debt.
We can't afford the 200 either. When Chris Wallace asked Hillary about creating jobs, she launched into her nauseating list of pandering.
I want us to do more to help small business, to raise the national minimum wage, make sure women get equal pay for the work we do, make college debt-free.
Come on, Jessica. You say it's just $200 billion.
It is. I mean, that's what it's been appraised by nonpartisan
groups. How can we afford that?
Because you're going to pay a lot more money, and you are too. And if I get a raise, then I'm going to pay more. You know, Doug, if you're listening, pay me more. So that's what's going to happen here. And the program she's talking about, the world that she is envisioning, is like what Bill Clinton did on progressive steroids. I said on progressive steroids. It is an updated version, but it is, please look at the appraisals. Go to the websites to look at it, that she adds $200 billion versus his $5.3 trillion.
We're going to help small businesses. We're going to raise the minimum wage. That's my favorite little couplet there.
The big difference is that Bill Clinton had 3.5% to 4% growth. She is projecting 2.5% growth.
And people, appraisals say he'll lose $3.5 million.
Here's what they predict. It's never right. It's always less.
But let me point out, the reason that he's going to achieve 3.5% to 4% growth is by cutting taxes, raising corporate taxes.
When to trickle down work? I'm really wondering, what's Donald Trump going to do with his money?
The Federal Reserve reported December 2015 that raising corporate taxes will mean lower wages and substantially lower growth, and Americans can't afford that kind of
income tax, which
regulation probably slows growth even more.
And so does big debt. Debt overhang like we have right now. The Congressional Budget Office warns us about this every single quarter. We haven't seen debt levels like this. We're experimenting right now here in the national economy, and what happens when you get debt at a certain level, it drags down growth. That's what we're witnessing right now.